So, boys and girls, today we are going to be looking at vocabulary and what words mean. As a reader, we always want to make sure that we're understanding what we read. And sometimes we're going to come across words that are unfamiliar to us, maybe because they are not in our background knowledge, like Subway, because we think of Subway as the restaurant down the street in Acusa, but Subway really has an entirely different meaning. And one way to be able to identify vocabulary words and understanding what they mean is by reading around the word and seeing if something makes sense to being a synonym or something that is similar. So let me show you. We're going to use this slide as an opportunity to learn several different words. So Samantha the cricket lived in the subway where passengers trains travel under the street. So subway here is telling me something about passenger trains under the street. So I'm thinking it's a train underground based on the fact it says passenger trains travel under the street. So subway is a train underground. Let's continue reading to figure out what traffic and railroad mean. She usually tried to avoid the traffic on the rails of the railroad, but today she was venturing out for an important occasion, her daughter's birthday. So traffic, using my background knowledge, has to do with like roads and streets. But this one says on the rails of the railroad. So is there traffic and is it busy on the railroad? And a railroad is similar like a train because I can refer back to the passenger trains there. I'm going to continue trying to figure out what these words mean based on the words around it. But today she was venturing out for an important occasion, her daughter's birthday. Well, occasion must be her daughter's birthday. You've all had special occasions before. And venturing, they said she tries to avoid the traffic, but today she was venturing in the traffic. So that means she's going into something. And it sounds like a lot like the word adventure. Now let's see if you can go on and you can figure out the other three words. Can you figure out what chirp, melody, and furiously mean based on the words around it? I'll read it to you and see if you can figure it out. All the crickets would chirp a special melody, the song Happy Birthday. As she furiously jumped over the track to get party supplies, Samantha smiled about her gift. Her daughter would have a new home in the park. What do you think chirp means? If you said it had something to do with a song or a noise, you would be right. How about melody? You might be right if you say, oh, I've heard that word in music. And it refers right after that to the song Happy Birthday. So melody must be a type of song. That's helpful to know a little bit more. Last one, furiously. What do you think that means? Well, you'd be right if you said it was quick and fast because I went back to the traffic on the railroad and using my background knowledge, I wouldn't just saunter and go real slowly across the street. I go really fast to avoid the traffic. And I think Samantha the cricket is going to do that also. So hopefully as you read around words and look for clues within your words, sometimes synonyms, sometimes background knowledge, that will help you better understand the words in your story.